In this topic, we'll treat certificates like critical infrastructure. You'll see how validity periods work, how to spot certificates before they expire, and how to plan renewals so servers, users, and applications keep running without certificate-related outages. You've already taken PKI from theory to a working ADCS deployment and issued certificates for real services like IIS, RDP, and authentication. Now we'll shift into operations, treating certificates as a live service with an emphasis on monitoring, renewal planning, and safe replacement. Certificate expiration isn't just an IT annoyance. It can instantly break websites, APIs, VPNs, Wi-Fi, or your internal HR portal, locking out users and flooding the service desk. Authentication failures slow the business and damage trust. The takeaway here: when you manage renewals proactively, certificates become a predictable, controlled operational process instead of a recurring fire drill. Think of two separate timelines. The validity period is the full lifetime of a certificate, from its valid from date until it finally expires. The renewal period is just a slice at the end where you're allowed or expected to issue a fresh certificate. How long that lifetime can be is defined by the template, the issuing CA, and the parent CA. Shorter lifetimes tighten security, but they also mean you'll be renewing more often. Template settings are effectively your rules for how renewal behaves. Validity and renewal periods define how long a certificate lives and when renewal is even allowed. Enrollment and auto-enroll permissions decide which users and computers can take part in that process. Key usage policy answers a big question. Do we reuse the same key or always create a new one? Template versions and supersedence then control how clients move to updated templates during renewal. When you renew a certificate, the key decision is whether the private key stays the same. Reusing the key keeps everything working exactly as before, which helps with older systems or tightly integrated apps. But it also extends the life of that private key, so any hidden compromise lasts longer. Generating a new key rotates your secrets, which is better for security, but may require application updates, key distribution changes, or user re-enrollment. Manual renewal is about control and visibility. Start by locating the existing certificate and confirming its expiration date and template. Then choose your tool. MMC works well for straightforward renewals from the local store. Certreq is better for scripted or advanced requests, and PowerShell helps you inspect stores and automate parts of the workflow. After renewal, bind the new certificate to the service, restart if needed, and validate connectivity. Auto-enrollment runs as a background workflow. When group policy refreshes, the client evaluates its certificate templates. If a certificate is nearing expiry and the user or computer has enroll and auto-enroll permissions, the client automatically sends a renewal request to the enterprise CA and installs the new certificate. If any piece of that chain is misconfigured, renewal silently fails. That's why you still need monitoring and alerts to confirm certificates are actually being renewed. To quickly spot expiring certificates on a single machine, use the certificate snap-ins. Run certreq when you care about the current user and certreq for the local computer. In both, go to the personal store and open certificates. Sort by the valid to or expiration column so the next failures appear at the top. Then open a certificate and confirm the issuer, template, key usages, subject, and overall validity period. PowerShell treats certificates like files, so you can browse the cert, drive, and filter by expiration. The sample command scans the local machine store, then keeps only certificates that expire within the next 30 days. Select Object trims the output to the fields you actually care about: subject, issuer, expiration date, and thumbprint. From there, you can sort, export to CSV, or schedule the script so upcoming expirations are reported automatically. The CA database is your master record of what the CA has issued and when those certificates expire. You can filter the console view or use certreq view to pull everything expiring in a given window. Remember though, issued doesn't guarantee still deployed. To understand what will actually break, you must correlate CA records with your endpoint and service inventory so each expiring certificate maps to a real system or application. A certificate inventory is your master list of everything that can break if a certificate dies. For each certificate, capture what it is, where it lives, when it expires, and which applications it protects. Tie every entry to a business owner and a technical owner, and document a clear renewal procedure. Include hidden spots like RDP, network devices, and service accounts. Most important, keep this inventory updated after every change. Renewal planning is about making certificate changes boring and predictable. Know exactly who owns each service and who approves renewals. Work with change management to align renewals with maintenance windows, especially when restarts or failovers are required. Have PKI admins and application teams test renewed certificates in non-production before touching live systems. Also define and rehearse rollback steps so you can quickly restore the previous certificate if anything breaks. Preventing certificate outages comes from a repeatable lifecycle, not from reacting to emergencies. Start with a complete inventory, then monitor expiration dates and send alerts at 60, 30, 14, and 7 days. Automate renewals where it's safe, but always validate installations on the actual services and confirm clients still trust them. Treat business-critical services as a special tier, and after any incident, document what failed and refine the process so it's stronger next time. You've now seen how renewal really works. Validity periods, templates, keys, and renewal windows all shape certificate behavior. You can identify upcoming expirations, coordinate ownership and change windows, and validate services after updates. Next, we'll extend lifecycle management with certificate revocation, then move into CA backup and recovery.